4 months ago, I did play a tournament in which first two players were untraded, so I easily won the games. And the third opponent was 1600 rated. This tournament, to mainly say, this is below 1700 federated tournament, which means all the higher rated even be below 1700 only. So I was 1557. So, so the worst case scenario, I'll be facing a opponent who's more than 100 points than me. So not too strong. So it should be quite easy for me to play. So when I actually saw this opponent, okay, let's go for the clap. My favorite opening, E4. E4, E5, I was really happy. I didn't see Cicerine here. Cicerine at the beginning of the rounds is really stressful. If you're playing at the end of the rounds, yeah, you'll be playing for win for sure, right? Then it is really nice to have some kind of double edge games. Beginning of the starting of the rounds is kind of irritating. So I went for Bishop C4. Bishop C4, Knight F6, D3. And the main reason I don't go for Knight F3, Knight C6, and then Bishop C4. That's the main reason because I really don't want to prepare a Knight F6 Petrov defense. Petrov defense is another irritating opening. It is completely drawish. I want to play some game here. So Bishop C4, Knight F6, B3, Knight C3, Knight F3, Bishop E7. Bishop E7 is not aggressive. It says Black wants to play some kind of slow development here. I castle, E castle, Knight DD2, D6, C3. C3 is very important. I want to preserve my bishop. Here, black played knight a4. Let's say black played bishop e6. What I will do is I don't take bishop. I want to keep this bishop. Bishop b5, a6, bishop b4, a4, bishop c2, a5, a4, b4, rook e1 or d4. Depends upon your mood. My main point is if you want to keep more pieces on the board to get a decisive result, this kind of lines I will be playing. Knight f5, bishop a6. Bishop g4. Bishop g4 was a kind of interesting choice. He didn't give me bishop. He didn't play b5 immediately, right? So what I went with, okay, fine, let's go for rook e1. He went for knight e7. I went for knight e1. What I should have played was h3. H3 was the most simpler move. H3, bishop h5, knight f1, knight f1, probably b4, bishop c2. Uh, Here FI is not possible. FI is no need for that. This is more simpler to play. Yeah, it's quite easier to play. This should be easy, right? Yeah, and you have an advantage also. So this is the line which is quite easy. So okay, engine says he takes the pawn. Yeah, you just play g4. You can pin like this. I will just simply take the rook. You need to take rook takes b9, queen takes rook, bishop g6. This is also completely winning for white. So this is what I should have played. I should have gone for this. What I thought was okay. Let's play even more interesting. Let's play knight f1 directly. He went f5. F5 is f5 engine says game zero, but according to me, and in any Italian game, f5 is most riskiest lines. We just simply open the king's side. There's always a bishop b3 check. You don't know when there will be a check, and the game just goes weaker and weaker for black. Never play f5 in Italian games. E takes f5, rook takes f5, knight e3. Knight e3 simply trades the bishop. Bishop takes knight. My one of the main goals is uh, I did see these lines when I was taking this plan. Otherwise, I did. I think I had h3. Takes, 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 takes. This was this was so easy to play. What I can do is queen check, king h1, bishop c2. Oh yeah, my queen is getting trapped. Okay, I can play like this. Okay, queen b4 is forced. Knight e3, queen takes 9, queen check, king h1. Oh, sorry, queen here, knight. Yeah, I can take this. Okay, bishop c. I didn't see it, but I did see. I'll be getting the knight back. The knight will be trapped. I did see this line, but the thing is, why can't I play risky this time? Okay, I thought for about for 10 to 15 minutes. Then for first 5 to 7 minutes, I was thinking about the queen b4 lines, the lines which I showed now. So what I did was, okay, let's take this pawn. Let's fork this. Go for the double pawn. I had an intuition that I might not be worse. Actually, I might not be worse. The reason behind this, how will you attack my king side? That is the exact question. How will you exploit my position? There there's no way you're gonna exploit this position. Is this rook being so active like h5? Okay, first let's go for rook h5 next. You have simply f4 which attacks the rook immediately. So this gave me some kind of confidence. Yeah, once I played f4, like let's say he went for rook g3. Okay, let's say for g6. Once I trade, once I get the trade, my position's much better. My queen is active, knight is active, bishop this bishop doesn't need to be active. If I want this rook to be active, I just need to move this knight, and I have so many ideas. Move this knight and go for rook e3 or rook d4 or king h1 rook g1. So I have so many ideas here. So what are the other options? Other option is rook f1, rook f8. So now what I did was, okay, let's break the center. The breaking the center was quite important. Okay, in this position, let's observe something. His knight is inactive. His bishop is inactive. Rook is the only piece which is at least pretend to be active. Moreover, if he moves a queen into, like, let's say for example b8, his knight is hanging. So immediately if you give him one free move, he will be activating every piece. So I need to be precise. I went for d4 because if he takes the pawn, I have knight d4 just attacking the bishop. Two pieces will be attacking the bishop. Once I trade some couple of pieces, I should be completely fine. Even if in worst case scenario, even if I lose a pawn, I should be fine. That's what my intuition during the game. If I, here opponent played b5, this was completely unnecessary. But I did expect b5. The reason behind this, if you want your opponent to play queen e8 to attack my queen e8, queen g6 idea to just attack my king side, his knight can't be hanging all the time. By the way, if you don't play b5 or you want to attack my bishop and knight and b6, let's give another observation here. My bishop is not clearly doing anything. My bishop just doing something in the corner, doing nothing practically. But his opponent knight is also doing nothing. Literally looks like our both the pieces are doing nothing. So why do you really want to kick this bishop out? So I thought this will be a logic move. I did expect this move over the board. I went bishop c immediately. The once I played bishop c2, this is even more hard. There's a trick like queen d3 going for a checkmate threat. So it's got some kind of sequences here. So now black should be so quite accurate. Here opponent break queen e8. Uh, Once opponent break queen e8, I had some ideas. What is he actually coming to do? He is coming for queen h5. Queen h5, queen g6. Queen g6 is not possible. Bishop on c2 is covering perfectly. So can I trade? Can I go knight e4? So I had so many ideas. After a while, think I did saw the best move of the board. This is the only move which probably wins the game on the spot. F4. F4 is quite hard to see. Honestly, F4 is really, really hard to see. Opponent play queen f7. Okay, let's say opponent takes rook takes f4. Knight on f8 traps the rook immediately. So he can't go for g4. Queen covers the square. He can't go for h4. Knight square. Knight covers the square. He can't go for e4. Rook, bishop. Rook. He can't take this pawn. Pawn takes rook. So possibly this the only play he can actually go. So this is completely loss for black. This is enough for me to win. And moreover, his all the pieces are inactive. So what he can do? Uh, Engine says play like this. What I will do is just simply trade it. Trade everything. This is also winning. Actually, I won't be trading generally. Who will be trading for the inactive piece? So he can't take this. What are the other options? Can he take this pawn? Actually, he can't take this pawn. Now this bishop is under under a huge attack. Moreover, he can play. He can get the bishop out of the way. Otherwise, rook is hitting the queen indirectly. Engine says rook f7. I'll just take this pawn, forking the rook and queen. So that there's a huge threat over here. So what are the other options? So clearly he can take this one. Can he take this pawn? This also same tricks. Same tricks. So he can't do exactly anything. Okay, engine says knight c3. I really don't need to take this bishop. I can just go for the fork and hit the rook. And so I should be winning. So here opponent played a queen f7. Queen f7 for just a desperation. Suppose if I just take the bishop like blunder, like you just come and say hope for some kind of draw. Here also I'm winning. I didn't actually calculate this line over the board, but still, if he has some, he did hope that he had some chances over it. So queen f7, I did take this pawn. This was a huge blunder. Firstly, he can't take this pawn. It looks like that he can't take this pawn because he's hanging the knight. So what actually can he do? So engine says knight b6, knight b6 should always should also be losing. So yeah, the position is almost crushed for black. He can't actually do anything. So even for even for queen takes pawn. Uh, Now I play knight f5. After this, I did spoke to my opponent. My opponent told me that he only saw knight e4. Knight e4, queen takes pawn, king h8, bishop h5, bishop whatever. But he saw these lines. The thing is, he told me that he didn't see knight f5 at all. Okay, fine. If he didn't see knight f5, he would be going for queen f4, right? That does make some kind of sense here. Because knight f4 covers the rook length. He can't take queen takes pawn. If takes queen takes pawn, I can simply take this king takes queen. But if we saw only knight d4, I can't actually take this queen. Rook is supporting the queen. So yeah, it does make some sense. I played here queen c5. Now the bonus bishop is completely free. He can't actually support this bishop. If you go for check, my bishop is taking the queen. If he goes here supporting the bishop, knight is taking the queen. So queen c5, c4 was the only move. Otherwise, you need to give the rook takes knight, bishop takes queen, rook takes bishop. This also completely losing because it's all the pieces are inactive. Moreover, his rook is hanging. So overall, he can't actually do anything. He knows he completely lost. He played queen c4, knight takes bishop, king h1, queen h5. Queen h5, yeah. Now he needs to give the rook. The reason because that's a queen takes h7 is checkmate, mate in one. So he simply resigned the game. So overall, the the lesson to be learned here is never play f5 in Italian game, especially from black. Probably from white also, you won't be playing any f4 lines. There's no f4 or f5 in Italian.